Hey, Gregor, nice meeting you virtually.
Good to meet you.
My pleasure, Gregor. Man, you look like a kid. Oh, man. How old are
Yeah,
you?
23.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I don't even remember.
shaved for that headshot yesterday. So
Oh wow, good for
yeah.
you. Good for you. Hey, Gregor, tell me something. How did you go from Nova Scotia to Aurora for your high school?
Um, yeah. So I kind of got I guess recruited in two different ways for that. Got recruited for football, but also I play the bagpipes as well. So it was kind of both things there, and they have a bagpiping program, a cadet program. So I was kind of recruited for that, and then football as well. And I went there to kind of try and pursue my dream of playing Division 1 football, and that's something that I did. So yeah, I kind of got the full experience out of that.
Oh, that's cool. Do you still play the bagpipes, Gregor?
A little bit here and there, but pretty busy with football, so this is my number one focus.
Oh no, good for you. Now, how's camp going for you?
It's actually it's going really well. I would say it's definitely a bit of an adjustment. Uh, kind of throwing a lot at you at one time, so I'm just doing my best to keep up, and it's really about picking up on the little details as well at the same time. So there's a lot of technical things for the offensive line, and I'm doing my best to kind of soak it all in and take in all that information the best I can.
And I take it you're learning on a daily
Yeah,
basis.
pardon me.
So I take it your every day is like a learning experience for you. You're picking up things constantly.
Yeah, picking up things constantly. Taking as many notes as possible in film, and watching film on my own as much as I can, just so I get those mental reps. And I'm loving it. It's a challenge for me right now, especially, but I'm definitely up for the challenge.
Gregor, as a guy who's played in the trenches, do you think physically you match up well, or is the battle more mental?
Um, no, I would say physically I match up pretty well. It's a lot more detailed at this level for sure. So there's a lot of things on my end that I can do to help myself as far as technique and stuff like that. To put myself in a better position, going up against guys that are probably just as strong or possibly even stronger than me.
Gregor, I was reading an article. I think it appeared in a Nova Scotia paper. So on draft night, the Argos sent you a box with a hat and a letter.
Yeah,
Did you know beforehand that the Argos were interested in you?
I had no idea, honestly. I was actually I was at I was away at school, and that actually got sent to my home address. And my parents got this huge box, and it felt like there was nothing in it. And they said, did you order something? And I was like, not that I know of. So, I waited a couple days until I got home, and then I opened it, and I found a little letter and a hat, and it just said, if we select you on draft night, feel free to wear the hat and everything. And it was a nice little letter, but I really had no idea. I didn't know what to expect on draft night, and obviously got picked up by the Argos in the first round, and I was absolutely thrilled, and happy to be here and happy to be working.
Gregor, did any other team send you anything like a letter or a postcard or?
Um, no, I think that was it. Honestly, I think it was just the Argos, and yeah, it was awesome.
Oh no, that is cool. Now, Gregor, again, that same article mentioned that your girlfriend's brother, you guys were teammates, and he was
Yeah,
drafted by Ottawa. Connor?
yeah. Connor got drafted by Ottawa, so he's actually there for training camp right now, and I talk to him every once in a while, or kind of just keep up to date with the family and everything. But yeah, pretty cool that he also got drafted.
And you guys will be playing your first game, albeit preseason Friday night, hopefully.
Yeah, yeah, that's the plan, and really looking forward to that, and going to be a great experience for sure.
And lastly, Gregor, just being from Nova Scotia, like I was, obviously I was aware the annual game out east, Argos, and I mean, who knows what'll happen, right? I mean, it's really hard for rookies to make the team, but the team thinks really highly of you. But the article mentioned that your parents had already purchased tickets for that July 16 game.
Uh, yeah, I think my parents, along with some other family and stuff, have purchased tickets for that game. So um, they purchased tickets before draft day. Obviously, uh, it's just a pretty cool experience to have a CFL game out east, and I would say most of my family is football fans for the most part. So they just really like that kind of stuff, and obviously I did get drafted by the Argos, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, they'll be going to that game either way.
No, because it seems like I'm pretty big in fate and destiny. It seems like everything is. I mean, obviously, there's a lot in your control, right? You got to learn the game, make the team. But it seems like you're in a perfect. Well, I don't want to say perfect. You're in a good spot with the Argos.
Yeah, for sure. I would say, so far everything's kind of starting to fall in place, and um, at the end of the day, it's up to me to put in the work, learn the playbook, learn the scheme. So I'm just doing my best to do everything that I can each day to get better and better through training camp, and learn as much as I can. I'm obviously taking full advantage of asking questions to older guys, and obviously going to coaches if I have any extra questions. So at this point, I just want to take in as much as I possibly can and put myself in the best position possible, uh, kind of going into the preseason and throughout the rest of camp.
Oh yeah, offensive linemen. They're probably the tightest unit in football. They're the bedrock. Show me a
Yeah.
good football team. You show me a good offensive line. Hey, Gregor, what's the grind been like for you? Just the day-to-day grind of camp. Has it been something that you got to adjust to?
Yeah, definitely a bit of an adjustment for sure. Obviously, the practices are quite a bit longer, but at the same time, I'm a big fan of kind of the way we do it with having some walk periods and stuff like that, because you talk so much in meetings, and obviously you'll see stuff on film, but actually getting maybe a toned down look of what you're installing or what you're working on is nice, because you can kind of work the eyes a little bit more and see how everything's playing out. So that's really nice. But yeah, definitely a little bit of a grind. But I love football, so I love it.
Oh, good for you. Again, Gregor, thanks a lot. Real nice meeting you virtually.
Yeah, good to meet you too. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Gregor. All the best to you.
Thank you.